state police undoubtedly has been done some investigation. I think picked up one person has been arrested till now.
Family members were not made allowed after the body was taken away. The family members absolutely had no idea. The body was made to go to the hospital.
Body of the victim was found, my lord. It was bleeding, my lord. Blood was coming out from the eyes, from the mouth, from the genital area, my lord. The state registered a UD case, an unnatural death case, that is the case of suicide. So, my lord, this casts a reasonable apprehension about the conduct of the state, my lord. And the civic volunteer is making statements immediately that yes, hang me. I do not mind. And there are statements that yes, he should be killed by way of an encounter.
Somebody mentioned yesterday, stating that something needs to be done to the doctors who are on strike because the hospital is not able to function.
Yes, my lord.
Yes,
Item number 5.
Item
That
5.
is item number 5, I mentioned it. This is the thing is going on, and that has to be looked into. Because yesterday 2 patients has been died. Tomorrow, today, what will be happen? We don't.
But then the doctors are not implicated in any capacity.
My lord, I am pointing out that the not doctor, that the state of machineries or any other authorities
No, but then
may
they
be
need to
directed
talk to them.
protect
No?
the patient at least.
See, you should look to the other side also. Of course, it is true that the patients are suffering because the doctors are not are on strike. It is not a phenomena in West Bengal alone. It has spread to the other states.
Yes, yes, all over the India.
So this situation is anomalous situation. But at the same time, you need to also take note of their feeling. If one of their colleagues has been so brutally been dealt with, so their feeling also needs to be appreciated. So for which, if suppose there is some association or something, if they can be implemented, if you give the name, we can suo motu implement them. We can put them on notice. 1 or 2 of them can come here to court. They need not even engage a lawyer. We will appeal to them. At least for the sake of the patients, something can be done. What is the state doing, Mr. Banerjee?
Look, as far as the investigation is concerned, a thorough, transparent investigation is on. And I use the word transparent because the family is updated constantly by the highest officers of the police force about the progress that is being made.
No, the parents are also before us.
Yes, if your lordship so desires, I shall not, for the purpose investigation, I would not, because your lordship kindly see that social media is full of incorrect statements. Look, the problem of social incorrect, even in one of the repetitions, one boy's name has been taken. Social media is flashing the picture of one boy. He is a boy from humble background in the district of Bankura. He is very much present over here. His picture is being flashed that he's missing.
That we can't do anything.
That is only
we can't gag the press. No,
may I only this is not gagging the press. May I say this? We have a helpline. I'm giving the number of that. Anybody has.
Sir, at the end of the day, the parents who are now before court, keep alone Mr. Bakshi's case or whoever is it, the leader of opposition has filed it, and 2 more social activists have filed. But more importantly, we have granted leave for the parents of the victim to file the writ petition. So, what does the Honorable Supreme Court say? To transfer investigation, the court should be satisfied that the investigation is not proceeding in the manner it should proceed, or it doesn't instill confidence on the persons concerned, more particularly the family of the victim. So, state police undoubtedly has been done some investigation. I think picked up one person has been arrested till now. Of course, we also read these newspapers. We can't be without news. There is a statement from the highest authority of the state stating that some ultimatum has been granted till Sunday. If nothing happens, the state is willing to transfer it to the central agency. That's the statement we read. Maybe right or wrong, that's up to the state to make a submission. What is the assurance you will give to the doctors? The doctors are on strike. They are, as I said, that you can't ignore their feelings. The state missionary should enter into a dialogue with them because it is such a noble profession. The innocent patients shouldn't suffer. It's not that they purposely want to do it, but the incident is so gruesome as portrayed in the press as well as in the repetitions. Is so gruesome. They are justified. They are justified in a way how do they express their emotion? So what they feel is, if it has happened to X, why will not happen to?
Absolutely, 100%. But I'm not for a moment, because I'm not treating this matter as adversarial. But I am.
And they want some CCTV, the place to be illuminated.
That will be done.
These are all basic things.
There is, fortunately, it is not that the area is fully without CCTV. In fact, we have been able to track the entire movement through CCTV. So there were CCTVs, but there should have, your lordship says, there should be more. But as your lordship knows, if the entire campus, it is very difficult to bring every inch of the campus under CCTV.
No. You can bring the entire state under CCTV.
With the submissions as has been advanced by Mr. Banerjee, my lord, I have annexed a newspaper
This is-
article in page number. Yes. And the video evidence are also there. I can produce it before the court. The family members were not made allowed after the body was taken away. The family members absolutely had no idea. The body was made to go to the
Alright, sir,
hospital.
The
Yes.
parents are before court. You
Yes.
can't be canvassing a case for them.
No,
It is up
no,
to
no,
them to
no.
speak.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, with that, your lordship's kind leave, my lord. Insofar as item 2 is concerned, my lord, I am grateful, my lord, that the parents have gathered courage and finally are before, my lord, the Honorable Court of Law, my lord. That will be the lead
That will
case.
be the lead
Yes,
case.
my lord, to kindly appreciate only one aspect, my lord. Insofar as the state is concerned, they are justifying about the investigation which has been undertaken. But, my lord, the state in which the body of the victim was found, my lord, it was bleeding, my lord. Blood was coming out from the eyes, from the mouth, from the genital area, my lord. My lord, bedding, my lord, that was soaked with blood, and so was she was in a half-naked condition. But, my lord, this most striking aspect is, my lord, the state registered a UD case, an unnatural death case, that is a case of suicide. So, my lord, this casts a reasonable apprehension about the conduct of the state, my lord. My lord, I am grateful, my lord, to a few young doctors, my lord, who have taken the pain and made this flow chart. This will explain in detail, Mr. Banerjee. This is a flow chart that we will be relying upon. So, my lord, this is exactly the sequence of events which followed, my lord. And now, my lord, there are statements coming that there is no objection if the case is transferred to the CBI, but that will require time till Sunday. So, my lord, a particular person who is a civic volunteer, there are orders of the Honorable Court, my lord, as well as memos, that civic volunteers cannot even roam in isolation when the police, unless accompanied by police personnel. Despite that, a civic volunteer, my lord, now he has surfaced. It is being stated that it is the case of one man. My lord, there is an inquest report which is doing round in the social media, a part of which has been pleaded, my lord. It requires superhuman capability, my lord, to inflict such type of injury within a period of 30 to 40 minutes, my lord, on the person of the victim, my lord. It is not possible, my lord, for a single person, my lord, to inflict so much of pain and so much of wounds, my lord, on a poor, my lord, hapless victim, my lord, who has lost her life. And, my lord, there are statements, my lord, from the ruling dispensation, my lord, this is not political, this is all on the media, that ideally the civic volunteer should be encountered. There should be an encounter. But there is every apprehension, my lord, that with the passing days, it is basically the valuable evidence which is being, my lord, destroyed. With every passing day, the conduct of the police, my lord, is also suspect, my lord. First of all, my lord, the very act of registration of an unnatural death case is enough to cast apprehension, my lord. I am extremely grateful, my lord, to Mr. Bhattacharya's clients, my lord, that they have gathered courage. They have, my lord, come up before the Honorable Court of Law. They were not, my lord, they were, my lord,
In this flow chart, of course, there is no
my lord,
signature to it. Anyway,
my lord,
on the middle of it, you'd say,
my lord.
first attempt to cover up by police administration,
Yes.
postmortem.
Yes,
Suicide declared by police.
yes,
Victim blaming done by principal.
yes.
Reason given psychosis.
Yes, my lord. That is what, my lord, the students are saying, that these are the sequence of events. This is what transpired. Mr. Bhattacharya will be in a better position to explain, to clarify to the Honorable Court, my lord.
Due to protest, this does not work.
Yes,
Then postmortem and first line of investigation.
yes, my lord.
Rape and murder declared by the Commissioner of Police.
Yes,
After 36 hours,
yes,
one person has been apprehended.
yes, my lord. A particular civic volunteer. And the civic volunteer is making statements immediately that yes, hang me. I do not mind. And there are statements that yes, he should be killed by way of an encounter.
But is it a reason that at the first instance, they said the cause of death was suicide?
That was not said by the police.
You can use the mics. You can use
That was not said by the police, because police would not say anything till an investigation happens.
or the hospital administration.
Somebody may have said, who has said it, we do not know. But I've also heard this part. But who has spread this information? That is, police has not. I have spoken to every.
This is
Tala
this is from
police,
the parents. First at 10:35 a.m., a telephone call came. Are you the parents of such and such? He replied, yes. What happened? Your daughter is ill. Come sharp. The father requested, what nature of the illness? Please tell us. He said, no, we can't say anything. Please come sharp. Then subsequently another call 10-15 minutes after that your daughter has committed suicide. Well, they were preparing to rush to the hospital. Suicide? Who are you? I am one ASC, something like that. But the doctors will tell you better what had happened. And then they rushed to the hospital. They were kept sitting 3 hours far from the dead body. Police they asked them, you sit here. And then after 3 hours, the parents were taken to the dead body. And so long they were telling that she has committed suicide. The parents were really surprised that she is a normal person. She went there for duty. How could it happen?
Then there is a miss somewhere.
May I say this? Has my learned friend's client ever disclosed from which number they have got the calls? I am beseeching my learned friend to kindly give it. We shall.
All right, we'll keep that
State
aside.
police.
No, wait.
I will
No,
get
no,
the
no.
magic.
Take
Call
it-
from police.
Yeah.
No. You have received 2 phone calls. That was just submitted. So please give us this phone call numbers.
How could it be? The parents were in such a situation, they will record the phone number.
No. Phone number in
What
the
is saying?
phone, you will get it.
but in view of registration of Tala police station case, UD case number 161, my lord,
Just
I understand, my lord, the phone number will not be relevant because it is on record, my lord, that the police registered a case of suicide. It was an UD case, my lord, unnatural death case which was registered.
May I answer everything one by one?
So is it a fact, sir?
May I say this? Milord, what happens? When an incident happens, any incident where death has happened, it is immediately a UD case because procedural things have to happen. Now, till such time a complaint is received on the basis of which a case gets started, a UD case is an unnatural death case.
Sir, it is not a case where suppose a convict prisoner is unwell in the correctional home. The hospital or the clinic in the correctional home is not able to treat him. He is shifted to a hospital. There he collapses or he is no more. Then the family says some hanky-panky has happened. Therefore, it's a case of suspicion that is different. But this person is part of the system, sir.
So
And should not the administration show some remorse?
No.
If it is a fact that the parents were kept waiting for 3 hours.
let me, Milord, this is of Milord, these are statements which
No,
we do
you
not.
be fair to the entire issue, sir. Let us be fair.
Yes,
No, it's a doctor who spent her life working for the.
absolutely, Milord. I'm saying this, but Milord, these incidents, I can only, Milord, make submissions on facts which are pleaded in the petition.
No.
I can come with, Milord, this petition, I have not.
We know the facts, sir. Suppose you don't tell the truth, then what to do? Probably we will have to put them in the box, ask them to.
Milord, that's why I am saying, Milord, this submission is made. Give me the shortest time, Milord, I shall come with a report.
If this was true, if this was
Milord, if this is true, that is subject to it being
3
true.
hours, the parents have been asked to come.
Yes.
And they were being informed that it is a case of suicide. Then administration has
Milord,
not been with them.
No,
Administration has not been.
may I make this submission? Your Lordship, kindly consider.
Can't treat the deceased as if it was a patient or a person who has been brought from a correctional home for treatment. There should be little bit sensitivity to these issues. Suppose these doctors are made parties, and if suppose somebody comes with an affidavit saying that the principal said it was a case of psychosis, he blamed the victim, then it's a very serious matter.
No, there's a principle.
admitted.
Then, Milord, today I am.
It become oath against oath. Let the former principal file an affidavit. They'll file an affidavit.
Let me find. I'm not stopping that. I'm not saying that. But Milord,
these
today
projects
I am only.
investigation.
Yeah, by now, a statement should have been recorded from the principal.
Yes.
What did he say? Somebody in the administration, the ward boys, how many?
Everything. There are more than 35 statements recorded. But today, if your lordship gives me an opportunity, I shall give everything before your lordship. Lordship, give me the shortest time that I'm saying.
Only a very short thing, my lord. At the
I am not
outset,
shying away from everything. 35, more than 35, 40 statements have been recorded.
my lord,
But not
all
on
such
principle.
vehement
Principal resigned from this institute. In the morning says I'm resigning for the government servants. In the evening, he's appointed principal and another adjacent medical college.
We are here, my lord, on the gruesome incident that has happened and the investigation. My lord would kindly.
And the attending circumstances.
Yes. My lord, that is why.
In the incident, the investigation and the attending circumstances.
So
Suppose if he has stepped down, owing moral responsibility, etc. It is rather surprising that he should be rewarded within less than 12 hours.
I will take and come back to your lordship with
But especially,
only one thing, my lord, that
But because this is
especially
not
with
a case, Lord, may I say this, Lord? Today, my lord, when these statements are made, I have to take instruction on various things.
You please take. You please.
I have to take one and I'll come back.
All right. In the meantime, because the parents are before court, there is an apprehension that if time lost, there is chances of something getting derailed. How do you ensure that that doesn't happen?
I am coming to your lordship within 24 hours.
24
Tomorrow morning, your
hours,
lordship, I will come with
only
the
one thing.
24 hours, everything will
Today, my lord, whatever time I take, I'll have
Lord,
it
will kindly
prepared.
keep it at
Tomorrow
all
morning, that is the earliest I can come.
Bakshi, extend that.
I am trying to, my lord, expedite matters as fast as possible. Your lordship gives me 24 hours. I don't think I'm being very unreasonable.
Yes.
My lord,
But all
tomorrow
such
morning, I
vehement
shall give
objections are
an
coming.
exhaustive report which will also deal with the submissions made from the bar which were not in the petitions, because there are a lot of things which are not. My lord, petitions have been
But
served.
may I only just point out
Well,
one
very
thing? All these
good.
vehement
Sir.
objections are coming from the part of the state. It was on the at the very outset that had come from the highest authority of the state that it should be immediately transferred to the CBI. Now she comes up with a statement saying that after 7 days. So, my lord, this is absolutely suspicious. Within this 7 days, evidence would be wiped out. My lord, I have annexed a newspaper article within this, which says, page number 21 of my application, no objection to CBI probe, says the highest authority of the state on the very next day. Now, my lord, she comes up with a statement after 7 days. So, this 7 days is very crucial for wiping out the evidence. That is where at the very outset, my lord, we think, my lord, that there should have been an interim order. The state would not have objected to the same, that the court is granting CBI. State should not have objected since the statement is coming from the highest authority of the state. Now the state is coming with a very different stand. My lord, kindly sees this creates a cloud of suspicion over the entire state of affairs.
My lord, may
Last-
I beseech your lordship kindly,
Mr. Banerjee, just
tomorrow morning, your lordship sees
not
it.
on the
If every allegation that is made today, I can't tell you if it's fresh allegations made tomorrow from the bar, but as of now, whatever allegations have been made, I shall deal with everything in a report by tomorrow morning, 10:30 before your lordship.
Lord, I have twofold objection. First objection is that the case diary is the heart of the investigation. These reports are of no consequence. Let them produce the case diary before your lordship at 2 o'clock today. And the last matter, which was transferred to the CBI in 2022, with regard to the rape and murder of a victim, where her body was burned before it was sent for postmortem, was argued by me. My lord, in the morning I took leave, 2 o'clock it was kept, and my lord, at 8 o'clock the investigation was transferred to CBI. Yes, it has been annexed by my learned
Part
friend.
of an annexure in our petition.
Because I had argued that matter. My lord, I had brought about the scientific evidence which is there. And I'd be rest assured, my lord, 10 years from now, because I have argued Kamduni, in which the acquittals took place. This case will go just the Kamduni way. The accused will be acquitted. And I will show it to your lordship how he will be acquitted. Because this very commissioner of police was the inspector general of the CID when Kamduni murder took place. It is due to his blotching up of the entire case that today Kamduni has failed. I was a defense counsel. I defended them. But today when I appear for the victim, this person has now been rewarded by being made a CP. This person should be put on compulsory waiting. He is the person who is responsible for the Kamduni rape and murder because he was the head of the investigation. He blotched it up completely. And the same thing he has done. What he has done, he has on the victim's body, he bought a scratch mark. In the Kamduni case, same thing happened. They bought a scratch mark on the victim. We argued, and this honorable court acquitted that person with a scratch mark. Same thing. Same modus operandi by this Vineet Goel. He needs to go.
See, direct production.
2 o'clock. Let it come at 2 o'clock. Hear it and transfer it.
Let it be at 2 o'clock.
And let him produce the case diary.